Thank you, as usual, folks, for the wonderful introduction. Only one more team can qualify, though, for the Adrian Masters Season 1. And it's about time we find out who is going to kickstart this matchup. It is a series, of course, best of 3. You guys know the drill. Forceby versus Feel the Billet. Who is going to get this first map? Well, Feel the Billet already looking to start off strong, as this build-up is going to come in hot and thick and fast. All of the different words, combination coming up true as they charge on through. Biaps walking right into the with this USB as I butcher a name, but he gets a double kill. He's loving it.
Yeah, just one more player on the CT side to try and defend things together. He still get traded out to a 2-on-3. However, Larsson's coming in on the backhand side. Trying to see if he can settle the backstab. Bomberson gone down, so this might be a decent shout for Forceby to shut down the Feel the Bullet team. Still got lots of info coming in for this CT side. They will just wait and hold back until one side does strike. If Feel the Bullet take that kill, then they can just roll their way on through and shut things down. If they put the bomb down, then Larsson can just come in with a quick, crisp headshot as Gies goes down, and there's Glove going down as well. To the pistol round in the favour of the Forceby side.
Honestly, I've got to say, that was quite the introduction. I feel like that was quite rocky, right? And then kind of whipping out the I'm not going to try and pronounce it again. Jay, how would you go about that? I'm struggling here. Help a man out right now.
You know what? No idea.
I feel like Geolokin. I don't even know anymore. This is a name right there. I love it though. And what we do love as well is Forceby being 1-0 up. They're going to go for the second as well with these rifles. Plenty of Tech 9s on the C side though, as they try and dart out towards A, but that's a Molotov. It means a whole lot of damage. They get pepper sprayed down towards ramp. Netric going to get himself a double kill as he just ticks around through his opposition. Mango Juice, well, another frag towards Majo. He's going to get a double kill in fact, and then Netric, well, a hat trick for him. As Forceby, keep it short and sweet, 2-0.
That's pretty simple stuff for the CT side. I would have liked to have seen Feel the Bullet shut up a little bit more of an aggressive stance and probably put a little bit more damage on the board with those Tech 9s, but they basically just fed Forceby in that last round, not getting a whole lot of damage on the board against the CT side. So just an easy 2-0. Pistols just out for the Feed the Bullet side. No extra Forceby. Nothing particularly fancy for this team here. Just going to get mopped up by the CT side. Very easily done. Just picks going back and forth for Forceby. Feel the Bullet not really showing up much of a chance as the grenades will rain on through, and Sabat's going to take down Glove. Comes back around for the double to take down Majo to a 3-0 scoreline and a rifle round very quickly up here on Mirage.
Yeah, it's literally the perfect start, right? 3-0 up, and from there, Feel the Bullet now get put in a bit of a box. They have to try and step up and live up to their team name, to be honest. Get yourself some picks, get yourself some frags. Use that to convert yourself a shot of map control, and from there, bomb goes down. Well, bam. You got a round on the board pretty much, providing you can hold off against the onslaught that will be a retake from Forceby. Certainly feel like they have the upper hand, especially with a shot like that from Larsson, getting away with one right through the smoke as he pierces on towards the head of Majo. Crispy clean stuff. There's already a frag advantage, and one that is going to be strengthened. I mean, you just look at the map in itself, right, and it really tells a clear picture of how this round is unfolding. I feel like map control is something that's almost gets avoided quite a lot when you look at qualifiers, because it is those mixed teams, right? Unfortunately, in Counter-Strike, map control is everything in a lot of these fights. And when you look at Feel the Bullet, you look at absolutely nothing. They only own T-Spawn. That is about it. Sure, you've got Glove up in towards Palace as well, but Glove, I mean, what can he do there? You've got player on triple stack or playing just close in front of it. No matter which position's being held, that's already a kill or a trade for KS to find. If he doesn't find it, Netric will find it, and then it's a trade yet again. Tobacco playing from jungle really solidifies that.
50 seconds on the clock for Forceby. Oh, sorry, for Feel the Bullet to make a move, so they better start making their bullets felt, because Forceby have held out sights very well. Lego in towards the site, takes down Netric, double kill, taking down one more as well out towards Lower Dark. 4-on-3 situation, 30 seconds on the clock. Gonna get the bomb down soon, gents, and it will go down towards default. Some of the grenades will run on through. Trying to get as much tag damage as I can here for Forceby. They are going to be spread thin along their numbers, and Gies are going to make it a little bit worse as Tobacco goes down. Larson gets Lego back to a 2-on-3 situation. Logic, Gies and Glove just to defend the site here for the after plant. And well, I'm not sure if Forceby are actually tempted to go for it or not. They've got themselves with a biscuit, so they've got time, but just more tag damage running towards their way, and Gies spotting out the information on both players. They know exactly where they are. Sprays his way, takes a headshot, and at least Larson alone in a 1 versus 3. To try and go get an extra frag here, but no round will come to the favour of the CTs. It will be Feel the Bullet taking themselves there first.
was actually surprisingly nice from them. The way that the burst actually worked out from Palace kind of came up for them. So completely actually caught us off guard in terms of kind of what I expected to unfold. Can they hold off a second though? I'm excited to see what the AWP of Majo can do now. Can it kind of do a bit of rinse repeat over towards mid? Hopefully Larssen doesn't get that same repetitive pick through the smoke. But for Fill the Bullet, this is a foothold. Oh, Larssen going straight for the elevator boost there. Goes to the shot, doesn't quite land it, falls back towards short. Playing this one nice and safe. Majo not quite refacing, instead letting the rifles do the work as they are just going to mow through the smoke. Just almost going through it with a gently cone, see if they can find any little frag here and there, but no damage to be scraped on through. Instead it is going to be just both sides ramming at each other, then wandering away, looking for a little bit more. As each player respectively backs off, and I think the interesting one is just how far the AWPs really have withdrawn from the situation. Still, Majo, top of mid, looking to be like he even wants to move back towards T-spawn. From that CT side point of view, Larssen, he's already over towards A, just playing that CT side anchor. Scoping in towards ramp.
A minute to go, and so far the tag damage will kind of trade back and forth fairly evenly. KS down to 21 HP on the Force Buy side. Meanwhile, Fill the Bullet suffering 16 down on Majo. Lego's also tagged up a little bit to 52 HP, so this Molotov will push them away. They cannot go through it because, well, it's going to be more damage that they can't really afford to take here for this T side. 45 seconds. This push is going to be extremely vulnerable when it does come on through because, well, Majo's going to have to go ahead and peek with the AWP. Tobacco still got a very good angle and will spot out. Doesn't spot it out at all. He just sprays his way through the smoke as it does pock up. Tobacco going to get a kill onto Gears. 30 seconds now. Flashbang will go over. Blind as many CTs as they can, but they've locked out all angles of the site. They don't even know that the bomb has been dropped, and right now they have to commit to B here. Lego's going to move his way on towards Market, trying to see if he can take down Larssen, but Larssen's got the AWP angle locked out nicely. 15 seconds. Bomb's got to go down, and it's going to go down quick, and Netrix already there to cut off the T rotation. Glove will get the refrag right there, but Gia comes through, taking him down. Back to a 2-on-4, but the bomb has been dropped, which means that this round is all to the CT side. Fill the Bullet can't do anything from this angle. They will just have to fall out and save their weapons for the 3-1, going 4-1 favor of Force Buy.
This is big though, because they saved the AWP and a rifle, which actually merits them buying up Tech-9s and utility in this round if they so choose for it, and making something that you could arguably discuss as, you know what, this could be something exciting to see. Whether they go for that though is a different question. They actually get another rifle up as well. Yeah, this is perfect for them, right? They get the Tech-9s up, they can actually afford an extra Galil, which is just a huge win-win for them, and it works out with an extra AK-47 drop that they actually have something I describe as pretty damn healthy. Just send Glove in first as kind of the brunt force with that Tech-9. He'll spot out if it's anything overzealous, perhaps if they should back off and make an adjustment, but aside from that, he could even get the first pick, so it really isn't exactly a problem for Fill the Bullet. Molotov does somewhat set the pace, but even then, Fill the Bullet, they're not a tempo-based team right now. They've got time to play with, and they're more than happy just to sit tight and beat and eventually go for that walkout pick. 3 players on that CT side, though, with 1 on short, that's where things get a little bit more complex, like on standard Counter-Strike, I'd predict that Force Buy would be able to pin down this B site and make pretty easy work of it. But we've already seen Fill the Bullet be able to make tough situations work and come out on top. Especially with the rotates coming in now as well, you have to feel like there's going to be a tactical mind making a call right now, trying to basically construct this T side to be a little bit more smarter than originally what meets the eye. So I feel like we have to kind of scrap the mixed team mentality for just a second, as they are trying to be sensible here. Going back towards the A site is the idea of, alright, we've not got any utility, but we've got a load of flashes and 1 smoke. That 1 smoke, get it down towards CT or jungle, that isolates at least an angle you can try and face towards.
Oh no, it will be first picks coming on through out towards the A site as Larssen takes down Lego. 5-on-4 situation. And now Majo and co. Well, Majo's pretty lurking out towards the middle area, so he's pretty cut off from the rest of his side. Meanwhile, Larssen still trying to take a flick on towards the second gear. It's actually going to take him down through the wall. Now Omega going to take down 1 towards Gia. Second headshot comes round. Well, it's a 2-on-3 situation. 2-on-2 over as Netrix still holding out towards the fiber. Will drop the bomb, but the triple kill comes in for Majo. And now 5 seconds for this bomb to go down on the site, all on Tobacco. Last man to try and bring this one back into the favor of Force Buy. Will get dinked up, spraying his way through the box, looking for 1 kill, but Majo just about gets himself back out towards CT stairs, away from the current position of things. Tobacco on 1 versus 2. Majo and Logic in 2 very good spots here to try and shut him down as he will peek on through towards site. Defuse kicks in hand, and there it is. Logic with a very nice headshot will bring Fill the Bullet their second.
4 for 2, Feel the Bullet, making it work when all, yet again, feels like it is lost. They come out on top in those situations. Do wonder why the smoke was a little bit delayed, but actually having it towards that layer end made they could drop it on that bomb spot and get the plant. So it did come out really healthily for them. 4 to 2, of course, isn't exactly all that great, but the economy of Force Buy is perhaps just another saving grace for this T side. As now they're going to be going up against an opposition with a very, very softened blow. I mean, CZs and 5-7s going to be forced into much, much closer affairs. You already see that coming to play towards ramp. Not only that, but the CT side have no reliance on this A side at all. Very much looking towards mid, it seems, with pressure there instead of ramp. The Molotov will slow them down just enough, but we got to see a rotate here. It's got to come fast. Larssen, you're still in mid. This T side, they can walk out on A, and the map is theirs.
And not much for Force Buy really in this round, just the pistols available to their disposal. Feel the Bullet, going to see if they can try and roll onto that one. The M4 is on Netric still. He's going to take down Mango. Or Mago, excuse me. 4-on-4 situation. 1 minute to go. They will peek on through. And all LBG are getting one and Larssen getting a second one back. So actually, just like that, the pistol play works to their favor. They start to get some picks to back and try to spam his way on through, trying to find anything he can. But Glove will get a bomb down successfully out towards the default area. Now Larssen with the backstab as well is going to have a very good angle. Spots at an AWP. We'll try and pick that one up, but there comes the grenade. It's going to do some serious damage onto Gloves. Becomes the only man alive. There it is. CZ kill comes out, and that will be Force Buy with a Force Buy shutting down Feel the Bullet.
These rounds catch me off every single time. I'm like, all right, this should happen. This is how they should unfold, and then someone just does something wacky. Shots get found that you just don't expect. Really is good to see though, because Force Buy, they were remotely out of running to even think about winning because they just left that A site wide open. Now, not only do they win it, but just take a glance at Feel the Bullet. They're the ones in so much pain.
Yeah, no Force Buy on the cards for these gentlemen here. Just the P tier 50s. A couple of Deagles on Mago and Glove. So not going to be looking too strong for them up against the Force Buy AWP, M4s, AKs, UMP 45 on Tobacco as well, with lots of utility to spare. Feel the Bullet, not going to have a whole lot going for them in this round. Once again, just relying on the rushes, relying on the close range fire. Of course, the Deagle, 1 Deagle shots, but well, nothing. Just finding nothing here is the Feel the Bullet side. Tag up already on Mago, 90 HP. And you can spam through the wall all you want, but G is not going to be there to take any of the damage. Now, a minute to go for Feel the Bullet. Going to opt to try and look for, well, middle control to split on towards B is most likely what's going to come through here. But Tobacco's there just try and shut down everyone he can. Takes the first onto Glove, starts things off. And the AWP from Larssen is watching the perfect angles to take down Gears. 5-on-3 situation. And, well, Feel the Bullet just crumbling like a broken biscuit at this point. 1 man left alive. And there it is. Force Buy. Clean sweep. 6-2. Favor of the CT side.
I'm liking it. What this means is that Force Buy now sit upon a pedestal. But I'm not going to say that Feel the Bullet should be able to do something here, because I'm not going to make any predictions at all. I'm done with the explanation and analysis. Let's just look at what's going to happen, because every single time we just get something out of whack, something off the cuff that seems to work out. So let's look at the present. Feel the Bullet, they're sending a player out towards his B side, similar affairs over towards A. One dives in towards underpass, and Jeliken just snaps onto his head and breaks it quick as anything. CT side, 1 point advantage, but what else can they do? Well, throw some frag grenades towards the tips of mid, really apply presence to your opposition, make sure they know. But they are trying to respond to that attempt at gaining map control. And Force Buy rotating as well to adapt now to that map control that's been picked up, bear in mind. You can having that player passively on short, Jeliken just going to play around bricks, doesn't really need to peek here up until late. Larssen with the ADP just right through the smoke on towards Lego. This is a smart setup from Force Buy. They should be able to pick this one up now on a 5 versus 3, but again, who knows what's going to happen? This is a T side. This is one of those games.
3 AKs in play for Feel the Bullet. AWP from Larssen's been on fire so far this game. Will he find himself the second? The shoulder peek works out against Gears as he goes down once again. The AWP just so clean and crisp, shutting down every single member of Feel the Bullet. Force Buy, well, they're just going ham, as is Larssen. Gloves down. Mago, last man alive, gets sprayed away. Not a single point of damage done to the Force Buy team. Feel the Bullet are getting absolutely tranced on here by the Force Buy side. They're 7-2 up, looking to take themselves the CT advantage here at 8. Now fulfill the bullet. Well, it's looking more and more likely that'll be the case. P250 is out for their side. Double flash in play overall for this T side. So maybe a bit of execution potential if they can get themselves out. A bit of blinded vision for temporary measures here against their CT opponents, which they might be able to do. What they do with Netric, who actually will go down to Mega to start things off. Larssen comes on through with one nice tap, and now they will be trying to storm their way on through to close range angles. Glove will take that kill. G is out there towards Connector. Will take him back out to a 3-on-3 situation. 2 AKs recovered for Feel the Bullet. Still got to come up against the Force by a retake, which is kind of likely considering that they haven't got any armor on the T side.
Just a fun fact to you. I thought I recognized Larsen's name from somewhere. Something was kicking at me as these rifles push in towards CT. Tobacco gonna take down Lego. You're looking to push up towards Tetris, gets himself this headshot, and that round pretty much gonna be cemented as the jump peak comes in from Tobacco. But back to a point. Larsen, his name was in my head, and it wasn't because of his innate AWPing skills, that's apparent, but it was because of his history. And I wondered where I recognized his name from, and you'll know the organization I'm about to refer to, Jay, 100%. He's one of the old 2015 Reason Gaming players. Because I thought I'd seen his AWPing before, and I recognized the name, and I was like, where do I know that name from? Yeah, he played I think it was about a 6-month stint or something with Reason Gaming back in 2015.
Oh, he's got a bit of rep behind him, so if I remember correctly,
they were playing
some
against
of
the
those
likes of
matches.
Norse and such. So
yeah, exactly. If I remember some of those matches, I remember him going pretty ham sometimes. So yeah, John, that's a very good point. I didn't even read onto that myself. Good call, Flakes. Actually, damn, nice, not bad.
Well, if I remember rightly as well, I mean, these were the guys that also, his last match with Reason was when they placed in the European Minor then for the Columbus qualifier, where they finished 5th to 8th and 9th to 16th in 2 respective qualifiers. That's solid in itself. Shows that individual skill is going to be there as well as team play. So yeah, Forceby really starting to get an edge somewhere now. Bear in mind also, these guys have been together for a relatively little while now. They, try to qualify for various such little things. They've been playing the Hitbox Challenger Cups, the, Denmark leagues and such. It's looking pretty good for them in terms of experience. So I think you've got to elevate away from mixed team, certainly for Forceby, because these guys are playing with structure. Logic though, oh, he wrecks that. Pulls that Swiss Army knife, gets a double kill to bring us back to a 3v3. 45 seconds on the clock. Let us get ourselves back into the action. Enough stats aside, this one is going to be a close.
A little bit hesitant to get the bomb down is Geas. 35 seconds on the clock. Forceby, they know that they're in towards this A site. They know that they're trying to get the bomb down here for the retake. Netric will peek out, looking for the bomb planter. He's not going to find the kill, so he will go down successfully. Geolokian going to move on through towards Mr. Gloves, going to take that one, and there's a quick trade back to a 2-on-2. Good grenades, going to do some serious damage to Logic with another grenade. Well, Molotov trying to push them out of position, but it's not going to happen. It doesn't land to the firebox. 1 HP on Geas, meanwhile, he takes the challenge, and now Tobacco is only man there to challenge for the retake. Moving on towards the site, Logic peeks out, takes himself the headshot, and there it is. It's going to be Geas bringing himself the 3rd round up against Forceby.
Nice stuff indeed, as it means fill the bullet after a 4-round deficit, getting ourselves a round on the board. But history foretells that we then see an instantaneous reset and another 4 for Forceby, and they close out this one 12-3. That's what this matchup will tell you if you to read off this scoreline. Larssen again, the same confident peek with the AWP, and he gets one. Re-peeks out for the second, doesn't quite want to find it just yet as the rifles aren't really facing around the corner. But that's a great trade. KS unfortunately does fall in the process of that. Larssen though, a second on towards Majo. This is beautiful to see. Logic, Majo, 2 players now non-existent. Lego looking for just another with this AWP, trying to make it worth fighting for. But this is a 3v4. They have no map control. The only thing they're really trying to do is go for a very off-the-cuff push out towards B, and I don't like that. That's too aggressive on your own. You're gaining no knowledge there. You haven't got 2 players on short. There's a player still on site. There's nothing you can do. There's no pick for you to find. Back off, go back to your team, and try and work out towards A. That seems to be the call right now that's coming in. And I'm so glad to see that we haven't got a disjointed play from Glove coming in.
55 seconds, and they've got a couple of smokes, so they can set up a bit of a semi-execution on towards A site. If they can just find the right angles and block off the correct crosses, then they may be able to get themselves in towards a bomb plant at least. If not, maybe around. It's still doable. It's only 1-man disadvantage for them. So 35 seconds on the clock. Feel the bullet. Definitely hesitant to move their way into position. Geas only out towards Palace. So actually this smoke on him may not be the most viable situation for him to use, but here comes one over towards CT. Larson's going to peek. Oh, sorry, Gloves are going to peek, and Larson's going to shut him down immediately. Now Geas moving on towards the firebox. Smoke out towards CT to get them blocked off, and Molotov will keep any CTs at bay for the most part. Bomb's going to go down, planted on the triple stack for Sandwich. Geas going to take that one. Netric comes back with a quick nice one kill, and the second kill comes in as well. Easily done. Force by. Hold it out. They do get a bomb plant for Feel the Bullet, but it's still going to be the retake successful for the CTs.
History coming back to haunt them right now as it is going to hang ever so above their head. This reset is going to be painful. Just Feel the Bullet. Right now, the only thing they're feeling is their own pain and their own economical lackluster play. Because what do they do here? What would you do here, Jay? I feel like you can't really do anything at all. You're very much trapped in a corner. And you're being knocked around, told that you have to eco this. You have to buy down to 2k at max. Because you need to get another buyout. There's no other play, surely.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, to be honest. That Feel the Bullet is not really much that they can do at this point, other than try eco, try to get yourself out a rifle round in the next one, and try to see if you can figure out what you're doing wrong. Maybe call a pause after this next one, and take a look at what you're doing incorrectly. Because, well, Feel the Bullet, they've got themselves a decent amount of map presence, but when they lose picks like that, and then in the last round especially, when they tried for a push onto the site, they weren't using the utilities to their best of their abilities. They could have probably locked out several CTs from the site and just being able to shut down many a push coming in for the retake, but it didn't end up happening. They pushed on through, particularly Geas, who had himself a full set, didn't use any of it until he got on towards the site, and then Force by, obviously, we're just able to run into it and shut things down. So that round last right there was just a standard eco, easy as with just the P250s up against rifles, 10-3. Feel the Bullet with an AK buy up, limited amounts of utility, 2 smokes, so execution is off the cards. But 4 flashbangs and Molotov. Maybe they can do something here. They're going to go in towards B site. Split up towards apps and top middle. Larson already with the AWP in middle. He knows exactly what they're going to do, and they peek into him every single time. He is nuts, and he proves it by taking down Lego to start off this round.
In terms of the 2 smokes, there's actually an execute you can do towards B. I mean, we saw Cloud9 whip it out of the bag yesterday, where you go this jump smoke from T-spawn over on towards B short, and then you get a smoke as well down just around bench, just in front of it, in fact, so it covers off that kind of market drop push. And it means that life's a little bit easier for you when you're pushing out of apps, not market, sorry. So there's definitely a chance here for Feel the Bullet, but it's whether they know those sort of smokes and have that sort of chemistry to be able to go for that sort of play. Because right now they're getting abused by flashes, just knocked back and back in towards apps. The push comes in from the CT side, and Glove will get the trade. That'll prompt them to push. But Maju has to get a kill from shore here. He can't die.
That's for 3-on-2, 2-on-2 as Geas trades back Larson finally to a good chance to Feel the Bullet. But once again, Glove's got 12 HP, so not looking very good once again for this after plant for the T side. Both the CTs coming in from market. KS peeking on throughout that entrance. Knows that Geas is probably out towards the bench area. We'll get a Molotov out towards Truck to try and push out one of the angles, but nothing to come of it. He will have that one clear. He takes down Geas anyway, and Gia comes through the takedown. Glove as well. Easy as. Force by. Know exactly what they're doing and bring themselves 11-3. A very dominant scoreline here on this matchup, and it will be the final buy. A bit of a force buy coming in for Feel the Bullet. Tech 9s, Galils, and AKs on the board.
A fun fact to you as well, it's just, you know, for both the viewers at home and for yourself, Jay, just make sure you're extra attentive on the utility that Force by are using in these rounds now. Because notice how in that clutch there, both players had full utility, because they were smart about what they were using to make sure they could pick up anything they lost in terms of the flashes. And in a clutch situation, it was, you know, easy for them. They had Molotov, smokes, whatever they needed, frag grenades. They were happy days. That's another big part about why Force by are able to convert all of these rounds. Their utility usage has been on point.
That's a 4-on-4 now. Ali on the round, 1:15 to go. Tobacco and Co will just hold out standard angles. Tobacco's actually going to go aggressive for Force by. Do you know what? I don't even blame it for him. He can just easily shut this whole thing down with such ease. And it's going to be the case that the AWPs are on point. Netric going to get one. And now just an AK and a Galil in play for Logic and Geas. Geas on 7 HP. Once again, this standard one. Well, one man with 100 HP and one man with virtually nothing on his side just to get shut down so easily. Logic to save Feel the Bullet a 4th round. It's just not going to happen. Larson will get himself out a 2K, 12-3. Force by, absolutely dominant here on the CT side. So, guys, that'll be a good time to mention this is all part of the qualification series for our Adria Masters Season 1 starting on Thursday. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at eFragNet, and you can keep up with all the action from Thursday going on. One of these teams is going through to qualify. The question at the moment is, Flakes, who's it going to be? ForceBuy or Feel the Bullet?
I feel like it's got to be ForceBuy. I feel like it has to be. You're looking at the way they're playing right now, looking at their history, they have just so much hold over the Feel the Bullet lineup. I have some faith in them. I'm hoping this second map is a bit closer. But right now, you're asking me for a prediction. Here's my response. Goes towards ForceBuy every day of the week.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of right about that. I'm going to have a couple of technical issues going on. As you can see, we currently have the score reset to 0-0. So that's definitely not right. But we will get ourselves back in. Once again, it's 12-3 in the favour of ForceBuy. So you know what? I feel like you're right. You know, ForceBuy have definitely shown us to be the better team here in this match here. You know, a very dominant performance from the likes of Larssen and Co. You know, I feel the Bullet have just been absolutely destroyed, trounced on their T side. I'm hoping that maybe they might show a bit more fight in this CT side, but like you said earlier on in the half, you know, these guys, ForceBuy, they are on a whole other level in comparison to Feel the Bullet. They're playing a lot more structured versus Feel the Bullet, who are more like just playing who are just playing kind of like pug style strategies, and even then just not being able to make them work as effectively as you might like to think. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling you there. ForceBuy should be able to take this map, and probably this matchup here. This map is actually Bullet's pick. Bullet was the one who picked Mirage. So Train is up next after that one. I think it's probably going to be a 2-0 here.
Yeah, I certainly would agree with you, and I think this is where you kind of also have to glance into what the Adrian Masters is all about, and I guess this is where we can kind of whip out our strapbook and go, all right, here's the Master Class, this is what the Adrian Masters is. Well, let me just tell you, the Adrian Masters was something that was built up after a successful promo event that eFrag ran, which was the Adrian Masters LAN event. They had a 1.5k prize pool for that, dollars of course, and because of how successful that was and how good that was at highlighting regional teams and potential CSGO stars, they've taken that scoreline, took it over to $5,000 or $5,000. Now we're going to have the online qualifiers, which you're witnessing right here, right now, as well as the top 4 teams from this online league that's going to play out on Thursday, as you talk about, Jay, that will get to play at the prestigious Play It Gaming and Technology Festival, where the Adrian Masters will have their LAN finals. So that's going to be a sick event in itself. But I think by far, for me, the most important thing about all of this process, qualifiers, the league itself and such, is that it's highlighting all of these very talented players who are trying to build a future for themselves in CSGO. You know, you look at Larssen. Let's not spotlight too much on him because it's only one good map, one good performance from him. But he's a good example, I guess, because of what we've seen from him with the AWP. Putting players like this and saying, all right, we've seen them experience in the past. We know they've got talent. You're pushing them further and further. You're giving them the ability to make some money and such. You're giving them the ability to play in these leagues, still practice as a team and such, giving organizations that want to buy into these lineups. It's very much a good ecosystem, a good way to try and kickstart things yet again in the Balkan and Adria audience.
Now we are ready to get back into this matchup here. 12-3, the true scoreline, of course, of the match to the favour of ForceBuy. Of course, I do think the teams are actually swapped around.
Guys, if you want to kind of let us know your thoughts on this current situation, feel free to drop a hashtag #BlameLima in chat. That's how I describe the situation. Just drop a hashtag #BlameLima in chat if you want to really kind of highlight what went on. We'd appreciate it from a casting point of view. Makes our life all that little bit better. I think Jay would agree with me here.
Poor Lima, he's just getting absolutely ripped into right in the mouth. But
love
yeah, I
you,
guess it is
Lima.
kind of we love you, Lima. We love Lima. Yeah, so yeah, right now the problem we got going on is that ForceBuy are on 12 rounds to 3, but the lineups are on the wrong sides of the map of the board right now. You can see that. Are they going to get back into this? I can't tell, to be honest. But yeah, I have no idea if this is live. But either way, yeah, ForceBuy more than strong. More than back into this one. Okay, so it has swapped. Sorry, it actually just updated on my side. But yeah, okay. So this is gonna be the pistol round into this round here. Double smoke and double Molotov out for the ForceBuy team. Feel the Bullet. We made a fuse kit on Lego. Something I think they kind of need here because they do not want to get taken out so quickly. In this matchup, and you know they're going to be relying mostly on those retakes because if ForceBuy have been playing anything like they have in that last half, then they are going to really need to get this retake on. So Lego needs to play passive, needs to play for the retake. Glove, meanwhile, has got a very interesting boost spot out towards the B site. We've seen this used before, and we've seen it used to great effect. And if Forcefly don't check their angles, then it could end up working against them. First phase, and Major are going to take down Larssen. Great start from the CT side. A minute to go, and they will take mid-aggression. Tobacco and Co. now moving in towards the A side. Looks like exactly where they're going to be pushing in towards Netric. Spots out one out towards default. Takes the headshot. Looks out for Lego as well. Gets himself the USP. Meanwhile, Gia out towards the jungle area. Takes a nice headshot onto Major. Glove comes back with a nice trade. A 3 versus 3. And Logic and Co. will now set themselves up for the retake. The plant comes through and Netric goes down. KS and Tobacco. Only Tobacco now to clutch it out for his team. Spots out Glove. Takes the first. Looks for Lego on the second. He's got no armor, so we can take this challenge. Now 2 kills. Can Tobacco seriously find the bombs down? And now he's got no defuse kit on his side. Will come in with the kill and should get himself the defuse as well. Nicely done, Logic. To solo hold it for the 4th round on the board for Field of Bullet.
Keeping the dream alive is exactly what he's doing. Tobacco tried so hard there to pull out an incredible clutch, but it didn't quite happen. Instead, though, we go 12-4. Field of Bullet have an ability to try and extend this score and extend this game, as they can go into the 17th round swinging hard and fast. UMPs are plenty, and M4A1S in the hands of Madro. This should be a good round for them, but Forcefly, they're going to be coming in with these Tech-9s, and they are going to be something to be reckoned with right now, as they've got loads of Molotovs, hell of a load of smokes. Forcefly, the only reason they buy this much utility is if they had a real game plan right now. A Tech-9 as a part of their logo, a Tech-9 as a part of their identity. Let's see if it really means all that much.
Yeah, it's just a bona fide Forcefly, which I kind of guess lives up to the name of their side. These smokes are in play for the T side, ready for execution, probably out towards this B site here. They have got a bit of presence over in that general area, but you know, executions on both sides could be possible at this point for, you know, either strategy for Forcefly here. It looks like it will be in towards the short area and out towards underpass, but Logic's there with a quick flank, takes down Tobacco to a 4-on-5 situation. Major's going to come in, take down Netric as well, with Larssen's also pretty hard, tagged up, 50 seconds on the clock, and Gies now will chime in on the A side, taking down 1, taking down 2, and that leaves Larssen, only man, to clutch it for his side. It's just not going to happen at 1 versus 5. 23 HP, Tech-9 in hand. Will go peeking, might look for a bomb plant, but this one's locked out pretty firmly by the Field of Bullet team.
Larsen's going to have a bit of a whack towards Ramp, trying to see if he can land anything down, but unfortunately there is just a bit of an overarching hammer smacking him away. As facing this is almost certain death, as he's going to be hunted like wolves. Right there and then. There you go, UMP from Glove, going to take him down. Field of Bullet, they get just another round to play with. Forcefly still have such an incremental gap against their opposition, so they're not going to be panicking, but they also know when to weigh that out, and I feel like now is a good time to apply that knowledge. So they are just going to go into this round with some Glocks.
Yeah, no force buy for force buy in this case. Just a P250 and not much more than that. No Kevlar, no utility. This should just be a very clean round for the Field of Bullet team. As force buy look to get themselves actually full buy in the next round. A little bit less than 2 grand on several players. 1950 on Gilakin and Netric. Everybody else has got themselves a decent amount of money, so this one should be a decently strong buy up in the round number 19. Major going to try with 1, 2, 3 kills from Logic Win as well. Nice easy sprays, nothing too fancy there. Standardized Field of Bullet rounds there. And Logic actually with a good spray with the UMP, actually going to get himself out a lot of money, so a lot of value being recovered from that gun. Now AWP's out, M4's also being brought up, and forced by with the AK buy and Kevlar and helmets and lots of utility. Potential execution with 5 smokes on the board. This one is going to be in round number 19 here for the next rifle round here in his match.
Madro holding on towards mid, has to be careful not to be too overbearing here, but at the same time, if he holds this angle, he can get a pick and then try and fall back. But being to the right side of this angle is much better than being to the left, as it gives you that extra second to play with in terms of just getting that shoulder peek off to the right and keeping yourself safe from that barrage of damage that will almost certainly rain down from mid from those rifles if you do get that frag. Unfortunately, he falls back, decides to take the fight towards Palace instead, which does allow Forcefly to begin this slow creep up towards mid and gain control of pretty much the bottom steps of Connector. They are going to try and step up forward. That's going to be an easy pick for Netric to find. Mango Juice begins to walk out ramp, gets another one towards Shadow, clearing out the site single-handedly. Forcefly making it look easy.
Easy in, easy out. Bomb's going to go down now. A 3-on-5 situation. Fulfill the bullets disadvantage. Forceby making the AKs work now. Will hold out the after plant for the CTs to try and make their way on through. One player out towards short. The AWP will probably watch for exits. I think that's what Fill the Bullet are going to go for. They've got one defuse kit on Major himself. So not the best of situations for them to be able to retake it. Will be lining up one for Glove, taking down Tobacco, but Larson comes in with a very nice kill of his own and a 35 HP now. Lego will hold out towards the death hole. And doesn't look at, oh no way, Larson, oh he read onto it perfectly, got a lot of tag damage on through. Gia comes out and closes things out against Lego. He's Major alone alive in a 1 versus 4. AWP in his hand, just trying to survive, and he will get himself out of dodge just in time. 13-6. Forceby getting themselves the first in the half.
Dushan was so happy with himself. He felt like he was ready to get that 69 prediction. But I feel like Forceby are ready to just apply that death sentence that's hanging right over the head of Fill the Bullet. Because that round just looks so simple and easy for them. Fill the Bullet really need to up their game now. So just 6 rounds on the board. This one is looking closer and closer. And Marianne is already Forceby needing to just rinse, repeat the same strategy, push out towards mid. They're met with a flash this time, which gives them a little bit more in terms of response. Because they tried to basically do the exact same round before, but one perk for Fill the Bullet is they're not allowing repetition. Problem is, Forceby, they just adapt to that. They've been smart, they've saved enough utility to still get a very solid execute out on towards A. A smoke on towards jungle and CT would still do the trick because they know short presence is not existent, so they don't need that third smoke.
Forceby look to set up an execution on towards the A site. 4 players in towards ramp. Here come the smokes out towards connector, out towards the stairs as well on CT. One player in the site itself is going to be Logic. They first in, first out. Netric takes him down and Mango Juice comes out to take down Gears. It's all falling apart for Fill the Bullet. Good shot through the smoke. Larson takes down Lego. There's a small gap in the smoke, but there's nothing they can do. As it will be Larson peeking out looking for Glove, but Glove shuts down the AWP shot. Now moving on towards Major, who also has himself an AWP with his own flashbangs out, but he's looking for X's. I don't think Fill the Bullet can set themselves up for a retake at this point. Spots out one up towards the top of ticket booth. But Netric is not dumb. He's going to hold out and just wait for the rest of his team to clean up the pieces of the retreating CTs. Mango goes down. That's all on Glove now in a 1 versus 4 to hold himself back towards apartment and stay alive against the forces of the T side. It will be 14-6 now. Forceby on the verge of taking themselves a 1-map advantage in the series to qualify for the Adria Masters.
What a game it has been. Only 2 more required. Glove gonna just eke in a little bit of damage at the end with that AWP. But up 14-6. A scoreline we are going to continue to harp on about. A singular pick with an AWP does nothing. Because for now, it is just these pistols. They are playing for overtime, ladies and gents. They are running the risk. With this gauntlet, they have to charge on through. This isn't a marathon. It's a short sprint, or they end up falling over dead set on their faces, relying on that second performance. That lifeline that is the second map to save them. The smoke will go down in towards ramp, and already Forceby looking to play this one nice and smart. Just push out towards this B site together. We do see a pick coming from an AWP, but Mango Juice instantaneous trade. Tobacco doubles down as they make money off the back of Lego. Bomb going to go down on towards the site. This is looking already pretty damn simple. This Bullet, 3v4. How do they even think about retaking the site?
And the short answer is you don't. At the moment, Fill the Bullet are just unable to get themselves on the board here. Mango's going to peek out and get taken down by Larson. And, well, the AWP from Glove is better to save it in this case. He's going to get closed in by the rest of the Forceby, particularly Mango Juice, who's just there to spray down and take down one. Tobacco gets one as well. And that is map point for Forceby, 15-6 to the favour of the T side. Fill the Bullet. Now, with another buyback of their own, AWP still in play, and the M4s, of course, will come out. But this round needs to be won by them. It needs to be nothing but victories here on out for this CT side. 9 rounds in total to go to overtime, and start things off on the right foot. Maybe with the first kill, but Gioloko comes in, takes down Gears Mango spraying away through to Connector, taking that trade back to a 3-on-4 situation, and a bomb is on site, ready to go down. Netric comes through, taking down Glove to a 3-on-3, and once again, the utility usage will be there to just keep the CTs at bay for the retake. Good Molotov will push Mango up to aggressive angles. He does take down Tobacco, however. Mango Juice is hearing all the footsteps in Sandwich, and he will peek out. Good flashbang. We'll try and keep him out there. He leaks away at the right time, so Netric, he's now going to be the lone man of 4K so far for Mango. Can he close it out for the ace? We're about to find out as Metric's playing close range to the ticket booth area. Defusal coming through, he's got to spray his way, take down Logic, sprays on through, runs out of ammo, and there's Mango, a 5th, an ace in the round. Saves Phil the Bullet. They're 7th just about against ForceBuy.
Closer and closer. The battle rages on. It's not quite done just yet, but at 15-7, only one mistake, one little slip up, and ForceBuy will cross over that edge. Phil the Bullet needing 2 more to meet the barrier of predictions that were set by the analysts. But, in fair play to them, it still was just as close, I think. I don't think 2 rounds really messing things up that much. ForceBuy going for pretty much the old Classico execute. This is an insurance round for them, right? They're thinking to themselves, all right, what was the one play that we can employ that will give us almost a 70% chance of taking a round? Execute out towards the site. Problem is, Guy is playing close on towards round. No one there to trade him. They do eventually get the pick, but not before the Molotov does so much damage. Netric brings it right back by taking down Logicman, but it's a 2v3. The flash goes out towards CT. They're trying to get the bomb out quick, and they do get away with it. But now these afterplants are going to be so tough. A Molotov in hand will get thrown towards jungle, landing in towards Connector off the back of the wall bounce. The fight to be taken, but the Molotov does actual more harm than it does good. Netric can't see Lego because the flames block his face.
Larson now 1 versus 3. LWP spots on the gun barrel on the first, peeks onto Lego for the second. He doesn't have the information on the third, lands the flick. No, he doesn't. He can't do it. It's going to be the numbers game that overwhelms him so significantly. And Phil the Bullet stay alive by a thread. 15-8, favor of ForceBuy. Still got a lot more rounds to Phil the Bullet to go now. 7 to get themselves back into overtime. ForceBuy, what are they going to get here? They're going to buy in. Yes, they will invest in full. So it is the bona fide force with the AKs out. Larson, no utility on his side. Everybody else, limited utility for them. 3 smokes in total in play. And Phil the Bullet, double AWP set up in play for them. Stealing it off Larson off that last round. Good play from them, and you know, a good choice for them to save it as well. They got a bit of a power play, a little investment as well for it. Is going to put them in such a good stead, and Mago has got such a good angle on top of this boost spot, taking down the first. Mango Juice comes back against Glove to a 4-on-4, and already rotations will be holding more passive angles, but Mango, we can just shut down the push out towards short so easy. He does spot out Netric. Good grenade will put Mango Juice on bad stead, but the grenade as well going to come back onto Lego, puts him in just a shaky position here. 4-on-4, Larson and Co will hold out towards middle, and KS, he may end up going back towards the underpass area to rejoin his teammates. It's still going to be a 4-on-4. Tag damage done across the board. A minute to go for ForceBuy to potentially bring this one over the edge.
The rotate's going to come in towards this ace, so all off the back of one position. Netric, he has got a masterful spot right now, setting in towards jungle. He peeks out, gets himself a pick, or just waits. Causes Magio and Co to have to be so delayed on their B-set rotate that this round turns from a 4v4 to a 3v2. Push comes in, Tobacco starting to take these fights, but Guys gets the first headshot, goes for the second, gets away with it as he catches off Tobacco, dips right into the smoke, the bomb is going to cross, he's going to drop one down, and again, it's the ramp control that is so on point for Phil the Bullet, as they get themselves their 9th round, all off the back of one spot being pinned on down. We've seen it 3 rounds in a row now, from the first where ForceBuy whipped out and they execute, thinking they had those 60-70% odds to shut it down there and then, but they were well met with a ramp aggression. And now we're seeing a little bit more of a passive style to it in terms of the Shadow and Palace quick switch. But it still works out. The frags still come in. And ForceBuy, finally, their economy is broken. Kill the Bullet. They should get their 10th.
Indeed, they should. It's going to be, yeah, lots of damage done. Mango Juice does come into one, but the Molotov is once again keeping them at bay. And well, Mago will come through with 1, 2, 3 quick scopes. Almost lands that third. Not exactly Lego. There to pick up the pieces for his own kill in that round. 15-10. ForceBuy still in the lead, but like you said, double digits back for the Phil the Bullet side. Going to put themselves at 4-round loss bonus against ForceBuy. It's a 10-15, 5 rounds away. So what seemed like a far off distant task for Phil the Bullet to find is now going to become very, very doable here. up against the T side of Force by AWP in play for Larson. Double Orb still out for Field the Bullet, of which one is in middle. Good smokes will block off his vision, so he's going to have to hold passive and try and see if he can take some liberties out towards Underpass instead. But fortunately, Force by are not there, so it's not going to be a major issue for him. 1 minute and 30, no early picks, no early tag damage or challenges coming out from either side. Most players from the Force by team are up towards top mid. The bomb out with them as well. Mango just going to get that first pick with the lurk onto Glove. Lego still going to look out for whatever he can. Spots him out, takes him down for the trade. So there we are now. 4-on-4 situation, and Force by lose all of their B presence.
Duck in towards mid, raising the fateful question of, you've got mid control, but what do you do with it? They run with their options, trying to come up with the best game plan. Knowing you've got a player in ramp should certainly help with this. But at the same time, they're still thinking, all right, we've hit towards A a few times now, and they've really been so strong at holding it down. Just catching off guard with these little nuances of aggression. So they change things up. They send that rotator Gielakin back over on towards this B site. He's up in Apps, and it's going to be a push coming in from both Short and Apps combined. A two-pronged attack. Is it going to work out?
30 seconds moving through. Mago will get that first pick now. Gia comes back to a 3-on-3, and there's Lego with one more shot to take him back out. The action is now 2 versus 2. Larson and Tobacco now on the verge of taking this one over the edge. It's going to be the bomb going down. The retake on for Fill the Bullet. Molotov will keep Gius at bay, as well as that Logic's coming in to try and support him back towards the market area. Flashbangs are out, and Force by, well, Fill the Bullet are running out of time. Force by are wearing it down. Tobacco out towards the truck area. It will be Gius going down, and Logic thinking and through. Now knows that there's one AWP towards Short, but even so, Tobacco still playing passive and will peek out. Take a nice headshot for the 16-10 score. And Force by take map 1. Map 2 is coming up after this.